Okay, this is CAD Methods. It's Lab 3.1, Part 1, Exercise 11.2. There's going to be a few of these. So we continue with from Exercise 11.1. So this one's pretty quick too. It starts over here, page 423, the bottom of the page, and it says use this notes layer as the current style. So that's pretty easy. I'm just going to go into my AutoCAD here, type style, open it up, select notes. You can either double click it or set the current button here and hit the set. Say close. That's all you got to do. Next, it says create a multi-line text box. Okay, and it wants it to be 3 by 3 wide. Now usually when you run into this, it's going to be like in a title block or a revision block, or there's going to be some box there. So for instance, if I were to draw a rectangle and just draw it anywhere and say at 3,3, I'm going to have a box. And I'll be able to put my multi-line text in there. Or if you wanted to make sure it was absolutely 3 by 3, one thing you could do is you could either say, I want to set my snap up to, say, 1 inch. And then your snap's turned on, and then when you go to draw it, it's going to snap to every 1 inch. So I'm going to do some M text. And it wants me to type this big long box. So what I've done is I've typed this big long box right here, and this is the text. So I'm just going to select it, copy, and then come back over to my book in AutoCAD. I'm going to say M text, and if I want to put it into this box, I'm simply going to turn my snap off and say shift right click and go from endpoint to endpoint. And there it is, and I can just paste that text in there, and it's in that box. And that's pretty good. So then if I want to do it with my snap, I'll hit F9, turn my snap on, and I'll do M text again. And you can see now it's snapping to about every inch. And I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And I now have a 3 by 3 inch text box. And then when you're done with it, you can just click off of it, and you've created a 3 by 3 M text window and put some text in there. Now, in your book, they tell you about setting tabs and setting some tab markers. So I'm going to zoom in here, pan this down here so you can see it a little better, zoom out, and I'm just going to double click it. So you can either double click it and open it up, or it does respond to the ddedit command. There it is. So if you look right here, right at the top of this ruler, there's a small marker, and that will let me set the indent for the first line. And then right here, there's a small marker on the bottom of the ruler. And that will let me set the indent for the rest of the paragraph. In addition to that, I can change my tab markers and click where I would like to set tabs. So now if I tab over, it'll stop at those markers. And then if you take a look, you're done. All you got to do now is a little different. I'm going to click off that, and since creating 2 of them really wasn't part of it, I'm just going to erase this bottom one. I'm going to zoom in there, and I'm going to type save as, because this is exercise 11-2.